First Toronto. It's the Rays and Blue Jays. Next. Day north of the border here in Toronto, but the roof at Rogers Center will keep us good and dry. Today we've got exhibition baseball between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, guys, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. He's coming off a game in which he hit a home run and drove in 4. He looked real comfortable at the plate, and he has to be feeling good, so I'd be cautious if I were the opposing pitcher.
Number 78 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he'll look to build off of his last start where he got the win and only allowed 1 run.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, they've got one of the best defensive shortstops, actually the best all-around shortstops in the game in Troy Tulowitzki. Very athletic, makes that play in the hole as well as anybody. Kind of reminds me of that guy, Derek Jeter. Can't wait to see him in this one.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know you're off to a good start, and you've got a guy shaking his head one at-bat into the ballgame. You know, and if he can keep these guys off balance throughout, he's going to leave a lot of guys shaking their heads before this is through.
Standing in now, James Loney. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. On the ground up the middle, backhanded. On to first as Loney is set down here. 2 away now.
Batting third.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. Ripped down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
The right fielder, number 20, Steven Souza.
Steven Souza set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Rays strand just the 1. Tampa Bay nothing. Blue Jays due up next. Major League Baseball is on the show. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Erasmo Ramirez, the Nicaraguan-born pitcher, gets the call to start in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, in his last start, he ended up taking the loss, and really, he only threw 4 innings, so probably didn't deserve anything better than that. He'll look to go deeper in this one.
And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, man, expect to see more incredible defense by Kevin Kiermaier. In 2015, he was the AL Gold Glove winner in center field. The man can absolutely fly in the outfield, not afraid to leave his feet and risk his body to make the unbelievable catch. He makes everything just look routine.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
That's just a nasty slider here. It's way off the plate. Plays on the hitter's aggressiveness, and he gets him to go after it.
Into the box now, Devin Travis. And he goes after ball 4 there as he swings and misses on the pitch in the dirt, and it's full 3-2. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Full count, here it comes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left, and that gets down in front of Jennings, a base hit.
Yeah, a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Troy Tulowitzki takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first?
First inning? Yeah, why not?
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Souza. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Jose Bautista.
Jose Bautista will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a couple times with Dixon behind the plate where there was some disagreement on pitches up in the strike zone. Seems to be a polarizing spot for him sometimes. So we'll see if that comes into play.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. After 1, no score. Evan Long off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. One and one, here it comes. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And treading carefully with Longoria here. It's 3-1 now.
and they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
And that's the pitch that's going to give a lot of guys trouble, not just the superstars. That is big-time break right there.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Batting sixth, catcher.
In now, Kurt Casale, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Striding into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that misses 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
A shot down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A step on the bag for 1. The throw short hops him at first, and now 2 men are aboard.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe. And a foul pop behind the plate. Martin is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Jose Bautista strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the 2nd inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Andy Burns is on deck. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Yeah, not necessarily the pitch you'd expect on 3-2, but maybe that's what makes it effective. You see, they challenged him up in the zone that time, and if you're expecting something at the knees, it's tough to go up and get that.
Standing in now, Andy Burns. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him, 2 down.
I want you to watch this play here at short. Look at how he picks this ball up. He knows he doesn't have a second to lose, so he makes a quick transition into a throwing motion, gets rid of it quickly, and throws his man out at first. That play is well done.
In now, Edwin Encarnacion. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. We'll move to the third with no score. A nice daytime shot there from one of the many marinas here in Toronto as we're set to go in the third inning of this one. Brad Miller steps in here to start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rios is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first down.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Desmond Jennings will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
He set him down on a nasty changeup, too, so we'll see if they go that route again if they get him to a 2-strike count.
And that misses. 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Well, here it is again. Look at him just bury this one right at the letters. And you can see it. He got him to pull off the swing a bit and just pop it straight up.
Into the box, James Loney. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted the other way to left center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Chris Colabello digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
right side. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting 8th, catcher, Russell Martin.
So the leadoff man's retired now for Russell Martin. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Left side. Longoria's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Kevin Pillar settles into the box for his first chance. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Two and two count. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Corey Dickerson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Steven Souza in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Believe me, it's way too soon to start worrying about how a guy's hitting. Even though this is 2 strikeouts for him now, is mostly about just getting your body ready for the season. Getting used to being in there day after day. I don't think he'll be too worried about his stats. At least, he shouldn't be.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria. Hard liner toward short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
We're starting to see some better swings now this second time through the lineup. He had them pretty much on their heels the first time through, but this ball was squared up about as good as you can do it, and he was fortunate that it was hit right at someone. Standing in now, Kurt Casale. This is skied out to deep center field.
Ranging back is Pilar, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
3-2. He gets a head start over there at first base, and it's going to wind up paying dividends. He's able to come all the way around to score on the double.
Stepping in now, Kevin Kiermaier. And he takes a called strike 2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Three and two now.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
But you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Second walk here in the 4th inning. I mean, that's too many against this bunch. It doesn't look like he and his catcher are on the same page right now.
Logan Forsythe gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
This is where you can get a sense for a young guy's character out there. You know, okay, he got a raw deal on a couple of those calls, but some guys get angry, some get motivated. Others, they just go into a shell. We'll have to see how he responds.
Aaron Sanchez will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Brad Miller steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Now this needs to be a strike here on 2-2, because if not, now all of a sudden the runners are off with the next pitch.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Still 2-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. And another foul ball. Three-two with the bases loaded. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
I'll tell you what, that is one well-earned RBI right there. That's got to be the height of frustration for any pitcher. He's in a high-stress situation already with the bases loaded. He makes quality pitches time after time just trying to finish a guy off. And in the end, he winds up losing him, and he forces in a run.
Robert Osuna will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Desmond Jennings stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run scores. And not in time as the 2nd run scores.
Well, this is a spot where you're asking your leadoff hitter to be an RBI guy, and he does the job here, driving home 2 on the RBI single.
James Loney will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. 4 runs here in this half inning. Oh, and it looked like he lost the grip there as it's past Martin all the way to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit and run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2-run single.
Coming to the plate again, Corey Dickerson, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
The 2-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Struck him out, and the inning finally comes to a close. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Rays 6, the Jays nothing. Alex Rios will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Working carefully to Rios here. It's 3-1 now.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And that gets down in front of Jennings, a base hit.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Stepping in, Devin Travis. He singled his last time up.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker now.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
First and second here with nobody out. Good action on the sinker, 1 and 2.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Souza moves over. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Into the box now, Jose Bautista. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Here's the 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1 and 2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And this is fouled back and out of play. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Forsythe relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back to Toronto after this. Steven Souza heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Here it is on 3 and 1. Here's a high pop-up. Tulowitzki is there for it. 1 down.
The third baseman, number 3.
Well, one thing you can say, he's showing a lot of composure coming right at these guys. And for a young pitcher, that can be uncommon. But, he puts this pitch in a good spot, gets his guy to pop it up.
Brett Cecil will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here.
Cecil.
Into the box, Evan Longoria. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Cecil comes set. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3 and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Bautista, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw.
In now, Kurt Casale. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3 and 2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Line towards center field. Pilar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
This ball's just hit way too hard to think about tagging up and trying for third, so he's just going to have to be happy where he is right there at second.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Kiermaier. He drew a walk his first time up. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Tulowitzki right there. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They lead it 6-0. Alex Cobb makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his 6th ball game of the spring.
Alex Cobb.
Leading off the inning, Andy Burns, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
When you're out there pitching with a 6, 7, 8-run lead, you can afford to come right at guys 0-2. Why not?
Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
Now batting.
Well, he really bunched him up on that 2-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
Into the box now, Chris Colabello. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Logan Forsythe steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Cecil's ready. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball. This is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Miller.
Standing in now, Brad Miller down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Stepping in now, Desmond Jennings. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And Bautista will make the catch to retire the side. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. But they're on top by a count of 6-0. Taylor Greer is on his way in his 8th ball game here this spring.
Taylor Greer.
Leading off the inning, Russell Martin, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Tap foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. Forsythe has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard. And even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Alex Rios will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. 2 out, nobody on. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Miller is there for it, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Randy Choate will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Tim Beckham is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Steve Pearce will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Steve Pierce.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Tulowitzki for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Logan Morrison will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Morrison.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Rays held in check here. They lead it 6-0. Logan Morrison will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 7, Logan Morrison.
Denny Farquhar will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Luke Maley is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman. Leading off the inning, Devin Travis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out, so this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch, as that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Josh Donaldson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Donaldson.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
Jose Bautista will stand in looking to turn things around. He's struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope, not doing much to help the cause so far, guys, but there's still some ball game left.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. It's the Rays 6, the Jays nothing. Jason Grilli will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Jason Grilli.
Trey Turner is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Trey.
Brandon Geyer is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Geyer.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Hank Conger will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Hank Conger.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Into the box now, Kevin Kiermaier. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Runners on first with one down. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now he reaches out and tries to dump this one out to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with one away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
Logan Forsythe will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Boy, at the very least, if you're going to go down swinging. That's a tough way to make a second out when you've got a runner in scoring position.
In now, Brad Miller. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The left fielder, number 8, Desmond Jennings.
Mikey Mata will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. He got him, and exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Rays leave him loaded, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Hank Conger will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here.
Number 24, Hank Conger.
Mikey Mata will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Ryan Webb will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Ryan Brett will also enter as he takes over at third base. Corey Seaver will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this ball is lined into center field, and right off the bench he comes through. It's a base hit.
The hits have certainly been few and far between so far. Just their third hit of the ball game, and we're in inning number 8. From an offensive standpoint, you know, that's just not going to get it done.
Edwin Encarnacion will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Chris Colabello will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Russell Martin will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. 1-2, here it comes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Kevin Pillar will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Corey Seaver is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 5.
Pat Neshek will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Pat Neshek.
Luke Maile steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. On the ground near home, but it gets foul.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Number 38 will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
38.
Nobody out, runner on first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Two-one. Here it is. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
Standing in now, Logan Morrison. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pilar. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan Brett.
Ryan Brett steps in now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rays strand just the 1. They lead it 6-0. Steve Geltz will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Steve Geltz.
Alex Rios will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting,
And we'll take a look at the reaction here in show motion, and you can see him immediately go to first and say, oh yeah, he went around. Sure enough, he got the answer he was hoping for.
Devin Travis steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A pause and the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. But now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner. Swing and a liner, but foul. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Jose Bautista will be next. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit hard on the ground to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Jose Bautista will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's the 2nd strikeout of the inning now, sandwiched around the 2 straight hits. He's definitely got swing and miss stuff, and this is a pretty good example of it right here.
Into the box now, Corey Seaver. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
And you know, they put this one away fairly early. A big fourth inning was the turning point as they cruised home from there.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 6-0. So long from Toronto.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Rays: 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Blue Jays, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. A reminder that extra subway trains will be available at the Union and St. Andrews stations. The King Street streetcar provides access to St. Andrews Station via the ends of John Street or Peter Street. Light rail transit is also available along Queens Quay from Union Station.